Hey everyone, I'm Caitlin, your geeky girlfriend, back again with another movie review in my Real Talk movie review series. There have been a lot of new uploads to this channel this week, so make sure you scroll up and down to see all of the latest uploads and all of the newest movies to make their way onto my have reviewed list. This one is a fun one today, perfect for spooky season, and this one is actually a newer release. So believe it or not, I'm actually reviewing a movie that is like a new release. So this one is going to have a little bit of spoilers ahead. And before we get into it, hit that red button if you want to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And I also do book reviews and fashion try-ons as well. So if you like any of those things, make sure you hit that red button, and you can sign up for my notifications as well to get notified about all of my latest videos. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button so I know what you like and what to do more of. And if you don't like this video, just go ahead and give me a simple thumbs down. All right, let's go ahead and review Hocus Pocus 2. This movie was just released last Friday, so it's been out for just over a week. I did watch it last Sunday, and I can't wait to review it for you guys. So, the witches are back. This movie is exclusively on Disney Plus right now, but you can watch it for free. We have the Sanderson sisters back again, and I will go ahead and say that the first Hocus Pocus I have never reviewed on this channel because I watched it before I started the channel, and it was just, I hadn't watched it in a fresh enough time to really review it, but I was not a huge fan of the first one. I know it has a massive cult following, and I watched it because I wanted to see what all the hype was about, and I just wasn't a super fan. I thought it had some funny parts, but I wasn't super obsessed with it. And so the second one, I was like, okay, I've watched the first one, I'm gonna watch the second one. Kind of the same vein. Like, I wanted to see what all the hype was about, wanted to see if it lived up to this 30 years of in between. And so we are revisiting the Sanderson sequel, the Sanderson sisters, again. And the first probably 20 to 25 minutes of the film are actually a prequel about how Winnie got her book and from who she gets her book. And that part was really interesting. The cottage from the first one is now like a novelty store. So they had some interesting ways of tying the two movies together while also bringing the sisters back to life in a new and fun way. The sisters are obviously a lot older now, but they still had the same charm and charisma. And essentially, it's the same movie. The black flame candle gets lit. The sisters come back. Winnie has this big master plan that she tries to execute around the town, and they have a musical number. And so essentially it was the same movie. And that's actually one of the cons that you can see here. But the pros were it was funny. I actually laughed more at this one than I did in the first one. The scene where they are riding their brooms is exceptionally funny. The prequel scene, like I said, that first 20 to 25 minutes, I was really invested into, and I was like really having high expectations for the movie based on the prequel alone. And I was like, okay, I'm into this. Yes, let's go. And we'll talk about in a second if it lived up all the way to those expectations, but the prequel definitely set the stage for what the movie was going to be. And then the ending was very powerful and very positive. I did get a little emotional at the end. But in that same vein, the ending was also a con for me. I wanted more out of the ending. Just when I was starting to kind of feel some type of a way for Winnie and feel some emotion towards the ending, and really get invested, they kind of flipped the script and something different happened. So you really didn't get to invest, and they didn't invest in the plot line enough, in my opinion. They could have let it play out a little bit more. I understand that they were trying to keep the movie under a certain runtime, so they were trying to kind of wrap it up, but I really wanted more from the ending. It's essentially the same movie as the first one. The black flame candle gets lit by accident or on purpose, whatever. The Henderson sisters come back. There's a big spell that they're trying to do. They go around the town. They sing a musical number. The town all becomes a big flash mob, for lack of a better word, and a big, like, they just become like mindless drones, to Winnie. And the sisters are the same, Sarah Jessica Parker still very aloof, and the other sister is still the same. So, like, there wasn't anything majorly different other than a new cast of younger people to play the sub-characters or the side characters. And on that same grain, it is New Age Disney. So if you are not a fan of the direction that Disney is going with their films, probably should stay away from this one. There was a very faint, like very faint, very subliminal um homosexuality reference. There was a very faint, very like there's obviously a lot of the there's a diverse cast, which is fine if you're like, but if you're not, like I said, if you're not into the new age of Disney and some of the things that they are doing and promulgating in their media, this one was one of them that if you're watching this movie as an adult, you will notice some references. Whether they're supposed to be explicit or not, they are there. And I'm giving an honest review, and I am one of those people who has a soft spot for the classic Disney. So what they're doing, a lot of people are not agreeing with. And if you are one of those people, then just know that going into this film. It is very family friendly. There's no foul language. There's no nudity or anything obscene. But depending on how conservative you are in your values, this could push the boundary a little bit and push the envelope. So just know that going in. Overall, I give it a C plus. I think I did like it better than the first one because of the ending. I was more emotionally invested in the ending until they decided to just be like, okay, we're done. And I wanted Winnie to kind of have more of some more guilt and some more character development than what she got. They kind of ripped that rug out too soon, I think. I think she needed to wrestle with what she had done in her spell a little bit longer before they just gave her the ending that she wanted. Let's hope that they're done making these movies. I hope this didn't spawn a new generation of Hocus Pocus because let's be real, this was something that a lot of people were waiting for 30 years, and I don't think it. I've heard from several different people who love the original that the second one just should not have been made. They should have left it alone. And I mean, if you've seen the original, you know how it ends, and you're watching this video because you want to know if you should watch the second one. And the first one, they dissipate, they go away. So there was no reason really to make this film other than money, merchandising. So again, that kind of goes into how Disney's doing their business now too. They're not making movies to make movies, they're making movies to make money, which I know is what every company does. But like I said, to each their own. You can decide how you feel about Disney's new age, but that's how I feel, and that's my opinion. And I give this movie a C plus. Like I said, I think I like it better than the first one overall, just because I didn't really get the hype of the first one, and this one I felt at least I was more invested in. But that's it for my review of Hocus Pocus 2. You can find this movie on Disney Plus. It is the perfect spooky movie, perfect family movie. If you are having apple cider and baking and all this stuff, it's the perfect movie to watch with young children, teenagers, all of that. It's good for all ages. So that is a pro that I did not share, but it is definitely worth noting. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.